My name is Advait Shinde. I co-founded GoGuardian 2 years ago. Our mission is to transform education by helping manage and understand technology. Schools now are investing a lot of money in changing the way they teach and adopting large technology programs.
So they're getting things like Chromebooks, which gives them access to the entire internet, which can also be kind of a scary place.
All of us know that the internet has so much potential to help kids learn, and it's important to make sure that kids are focused on the good parts of the internet. Another interesting thing that we do is help teachers teach in class. A teacher has 30 kids and they all have their laptops open. It can get relatively out of hand quickly. So we provide GoGuardian Teacher to help the teachers see exactly what's happening in real time on the devices and be able to turn them off to perhaps give instructions or talk about a quiz or things like that, or direct them through the internet in sort of a guided tour.
When you were making your decisions as you guys were starting the company, what was most exciting to you about the services that Amazon were offering?
If you consider businesses from 5 years ago, they often had to make the decision of should we go with like a physical data center or should we try a virtualized environment? The benefits that you receive from being in a cloud environment like AWS are not even comparable to having to make the capital investment to manage your own infrastructure yourself. You get to really focus on your business and delivering value to your customers.
What type of technology are you leveraging today to help run that type of mass analytics at scale when we're doing it basically across the whole nation?
It's been quite a challenge to architect a solution that works for millions of students and millions of devices.
GoGuardian uses a ton of technology in our stack. At least 90% of it is provided by AWS. We use Kinesis to gather data from all of our students, what the students are doing on the internet and whether they're on task. We use stuff like Aurora to store that data, and we're able to wrap all that data up and present it in a nice email that gives teachers a little bit of an insight into what their students are doing in the classroom.
One of my favorite stories actually was when you reached out to Corp Info. You guys are in the infancy, I think it was the two of you, maybe one other person was on board. You reached out and you said, hey, we have some questions about just general AWS architecture, best practices. And I was like, well, I believe in not only your passion, but I believed in the product.
It was absolutely huge. I remember talking to many vendors around that time. Most vendors were very insistent on setting up contracts and being very, very formal, and they were just so expensive. This was before we had raised our first round of venture capital. You just said, hey, don't worry about it, just come down, we'll work it out. We came down to your office and you quickly helped us fix like some pretty critical problems, and I think that's a big reason why we're still working together today.
Exactly.
If you really look at the surface level, GoGuardian is a software company. But if you really drill down to what we're about, we're really passionate about transforming education from like the analog, paper, textbook world of yesterday to the internet age, and where everyone is online and learning from tools that didn't exist 5 years ago. A lot of schools just need help from like a financial perspective. It's really awesome to be in a position to actually be able to give back, because as you just mentioned, 2 years ago we were on the other end where we were completely strapped for cash, and just being on this rocket ship of growth is really thankful that we're able to now be in that position. I remember 2 years ago we were all huddled around my bed watching reInvent in our apartment, which was also our headquarters. And the Aurora announcement happened, and we just celebrated like nonstop, like jumped around. And we're really excited for similar announcements that are going to have an equal amount of impact.
Cool, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.